is it really possible actually to rent a place and then you can Airbnb it? Well, what is Airbnb? And if you are doing that, what is that then called? It's still a rent to rent, in my view, in my humble beginnings of understanding property. I haven't done this, but it can be done, right? I know a few of my boys who are doing this, and I have done rent to rent, but I haven't mixed rent to rent with Airbnb. Yeah? And this, within this video here, I actually want to share with you how you can actually rent a property from someone, and then you can Airbnb, which means that you are getting more money and you can be able to pay for your rent whilst you make some bucks. This is what we do on this channel here. We talk about anything and everything that makes us money. And in the next couple of videos, like this one, on this day, I'm going to be sharing with you some cool nuggets on rent to rent in terms of how can you actually make some money. You can just call it a prezi from Uncle TJ. Yeah. All right, let's jump into it. How can you actually rent a property? There are so many properties out there that are on rent. Okay. You can literally go and rent out a property for, let's assume, a 5,000 Rand. It is a 2-bed, 1-bath. Right. What is the next thing that you need to do? The next thing that you want to do is to go and educate yourself on what is Airbnb. Once you understand what Airbnb is all about, before you rent the property, make sure that Airbnb is allowed within that place. And if it's a freestanding property, which is not something that I advocate for Airbnb, then it might be problematic because you have a security issue, right? I'll prefer this type of a Airbnb in a complex of sort because you've got a gut and it's in a secure place. What I would do is I would then hire out this place. So I'm going to rent it out, from the landlord. And I'm going to be upfront with my landlord that I am not moving in. I am going to do Airbnb. There is plenty places like that. What are you then called? Are you then called a tenant? Of course, yes, you are. But at the Airbnb, you are not a tenant. You are the host. They're going to call you the host, right? So once you rent out this place from the landlord, what you now need to do is to load it, hire a professional person so that you can take some cool pictures. Or should I say, before you even do that, you want to zhuzh up the place, right? So you need to have maybe a designer of sort, an interior designer, I don't know, but you need someone who's got a good, like a je ne sais quoi, you know how they say it, you need someone else who's got a good eye for good colors and things like that, so that they can make the place pretty. The whole idea of some people, when they are traveling, it's not just convenience, but it's actually staying in a pretty place. So the convenience of being somewhere. So where are you? Are you close to an airport? Is that the place that you're going to rent out? Are you close to an industrial area? Are you close to working places? Now people are working from home. I don't know. But the whole point here is, all I'm just saying is that with Airbnb, you can still make a good buck. How are you going to make this? So from the process of renting the place out, now you have rented it out for maybe a year. They're going to take your deposit and they're going to take your first rent. And within the first couple of days in your first month, you want to kit this place out. So you need to have already gone through to the place with your team of people, your designers, where you're going to be buying the furniture from, or maybe you are also going to rent the furniture out, right? Remember, this is a business for you. And you can take it on credit as well, so that if you don't want it, you can take it back, right? Also an option, yeah? Out of that, what you now need to be doing is that you now go in to kit your place up, make it look pretty, and from that, with that now, you now have a fully packaged place, which looks pretty, good linen, good cutlery, it's really looking nice, and out of it, you can now enjoy this place. From enjoying this place, what is now going to happen is that you take pictures, photography pictures, and boom, professionally, you put them online, and based on your learnings from Airbnb trainings, you can now load them up and you wait. What are you waiting for? To make some money. Because someone else who is on Airbnb, they are going to say they're looking for a 2-bed, maybe they are 1 person or 2 people, and they are going to say they want to rent your place. How much are you going to put it for? I don't know. Your area is going to dictate that. Obviously, with what also the amenities that are around you and things like that. So look into the area. Is there anyone who's doing Airbnb? What are you also offering? Maybe I have seen 500 rand per room. So you got 2 bedrooms here, right? Remember that. You got 2 beds. 500 rand per room per night. Oh, TJ, no. Can't be done. TJ, Go and check on Airbnb. Stop complaining, right? Check on Airbnb right now. What are the rates like? Okay, some places are like 300, 400. Cool. Guess what? Some places are even 2,000 rand. Yeah, per room. Check it out, right? But this is all now area dependent. Is that right? So let's just take an average of 500 rand for easy of mathematics, right? So on our 500 rand, and let's just assume you are going to be in this place for, or should I say you're going to tenant this place on Airbnb, you're going to host guests on Airbnb for around about, let's say, 10 days. 500 rand times 10 days, that's 5,000 rand on 1 room. I did say that. Yeah. And how much you paying again to the landlord? For, well, okay, 5,000, right? So you're paying 5,000. So you're breaking even on 1 room. There's another room. Maybe that one is not en suite. So maybe let's make this one 400. Or maybe let's make it 300. Even better, isn't it? So which means that your 300 times 10 days. And remember, how many days are in a month? 30. All right? And I'm just working on 10 days here, right? I'm just working on 10 days. And there you are like saying, Uncle TJ, don't give me tips to make some money. This is the best tip. Like Airbnb it's so cool, amazing. We do Airbnb during holidays. And I like it. I really like it. On the other hand, guess what? So you've got now room number 2. It's on 300 rand. And this time around, 300 times 10 days, that's how much? 3,000? Is that your profit? What about the rest of the 20 days? A month has 30 days, isn't it? Some month has got 31 days. What about some people that are going to rent for the whole month? What about some people that are going to rent for 3 months? I don't know. This is what Airbnb can do for you. So the difference here, so there's an upside and there's a downside to this. And I think let's have that conversation, right? So in the comments, I would like you guys to give me some comments on the negative part. What can go wrong, right? What can go wrong? That's what I want to hear from you, right? Because I've spoken about the kind of like good stuff that can happen with Airbnb. You can make some good dough, right? So what are some of the bad things that can happen? You let me know in the comments below and let's have that conversation. And if you are doing something like this, in the comments again, let me know. Let me know, say, TJ, hey, I'm already doing this. I'm making some money out of it. I don't know, have you bought a property for yourself? Or are you renting and you're hosting? And how many are you hosting? I go, one of my girls, she actually has a business around this, right? And one of the things that she does, which is so cool, she manages everything on her cell phone. One of the other things that she does cool is that she changes the locks on the doors so that they are all electronic, pin controlled remotely. Like, that is so amazing, I like that. Hey, it is I, Taurai Jack. This is exciting stuff. Like I said, consider this as a present from me. Yeah. Let me know where you are, and maybe if it's a really cool place, let me know. Maybe me and my wife, we can come through and we can bless the place for you. Yeah? I think so too. That might be a good idea. I think so too. It is I, TJ. God bless. Cheers.